Hello, my beautiful Cannabis Truth family. As this year comes to a close, I find myself sitting quietly, in a place of reflection, thinking about how this journey it's just been amazing. And it started as a bit of a whisper, in secret, in my desires, way back in the secretest places of my thoughts. Just one brave little whisper at a time, and then a conversation, and now it's grown into something really warm and alive. 2025 changed my life in ways I never expected. This was the year that I held my book in my hands, my very first book, Healing Beyond High, Cannabis Truth. And wow, I realized that I'd done something I used to think maybe I was too late in life to do. And I used to tell myself stories like, maybe I'm just too old to start something like this. I should have done this years ago, or who's going to listen to me now? But instead, I just kept going. It was a deeper truth calling me, and I listened. Because I was growing into the elders that I loved and was trying to help. And I knew that our voices still matter deeply. Our healing journeys still matter. And week after week, these little monologues and conversations, they became more than just words. They became a connection, and they became my courage, and they became community. And I watched women who once whispered questions about cannabis behind closed doors suddenly begin speaking openly about microdosing and relief from anxiety and sleep that finally came naturally, and finding dignity again in their healing. We stopped talking about cannabis as something to hide and snickering about it and all of that, and started talking about it as something to understand and research and do our due diligence on. Right alongside Cannabis Truth, something else bloomed too. Honey's Help. Because I realized something really powerful this year. So many women just weren't getting the help they needed in their life to move forward once they began feeling better. They weren't just nervous about cannabis, they were nervous about technology and how they were going to tackle all of that learning curve, that huge issue of, oh, Jesus, how do I do this? I'm too old to start school over again. They were so nervous about technology, about showing up online to promote their ideas and their entrepreneurial paths, about clicking the wrong button on the app or in Facebook, about feeling left behind. And I thought to myself, is there some way that I can bring my knowledge of cannabis and the ability for those compounds to settle us down and settle down that anxiety into the computer space, the technology space for older women like me? What if I could do both? And so, healing the body and empowering your confidence to learn something new and get her done. Yeah, helping women trust themselves again with the plant. And with the mouse. So many of you stepped into that space with you, from Click Fear to Tech Goddess. And together we proved something that matters so deeply to us, that reinvention does not expire. And I also learned this year wasn't just about building something new, it was about shedding something old. Perfection, fear of judgment, waiting until I felt ready. I learned that courage isn't loud. Courage is showing up every day, every week, even when you doubt yourself. Courage is hitting the record button when your heart is thumping and racing. Courage is speaking truths that are gentle but necessary. And to those of you who have walked with me this year, the elders, the LGBTQ plus, and the sisterhood of my business tribe, the healers and the medical professionals of my science tribe, the curious beginners, I want to thank all of you. Every message you sent to me, every quiet me too, every brave question, you reminded me that we heal together better. We heal better together. That's some of my Pennsylvania Dutch switching words around. And that brings me to something important I want to share. As we head into this new year of 2026, yeah, I'm dating this episode. Cannabis Truth is evolving, and I have cherished offering you these weekly reflections. And now I feel called to step into a monthly monologue rhythm so that I can bring you deeper, more intentional, more fully steeped conversations. This isn't me slowing down. This is me sinking deeper into wisdom, into meaning, into medicine that comes with storytelling and soul. Because narratives don't grow from consistency alone. They grow when we pause and listen and speak from the heart. 2025 taught me this. We are never too old to begin. We are never too late to speak our truth. We are never too small to start something that grows into a big movement. We are never from whisper to movement. This has been the year we stepped forward together because we're never alone. And I am so grateful to continue this next chapter with you. Take care.